Welcome in. The water's fine. I'll bet sometimes Jody looks at JB and thinks to herself, I can't believe I used to be nervous to talk to this guy. So Jody and I, a little too much information, which sometimes, that we just share that here. When Jody and I were dating, she had an apartment that she shared with her roommate, and it was a loft, and it was pretty big, actually. It was beautiful. And there was no bathroom on the first floor. And the only bathroom was on the second floor, and her roommate was always in there. And so, like on the weekends, when Jody and I were having, some wine, this was like our college days, so we're having some wine, watching some TV shows, and I had to go to the bathroom. Her roommate was often in the bathroom, and I couldn't go. And so they had this like industrial sink. And she's like, just go in the sink. And so only every once in a while would I go in the sink and clean it after, of course, and scrub it down. And so a couple nights ago, we were talking about like crazy things that we used to do when we were dating. And she's like, I can't believe I married a guy who be in my sink. I was like, yeah, honestly, me neither. Honestly, me neither. Just noticed the hat, amazing. It's mac and cheese, isn't it great? JK Junkrat got it for me. Could you hear roommates' farts? All the time, Peter. All the time. Well, not anymore, B-Rez, but dumb college kids. Yes, huge green flag from her, Goof. Red flag from me, for sure. Yeah. What up, Nestor? Good morning. Morning, Kev, man. I did see the new Kevin James movie, Solo Mio. Not bad. Not bad. Worth a Netflix date night or Apple TV, whatever it's going to come out on. That's so funny, you. No, Soulful. It was just like, I don't know, man. Oh, she was always like doing her hair or like trying new makeup stuff. Noticing a trend here. First, the story about the water bottle at your friend's house. Now your future is beers. So here's the thing, dude. That was an issue back in the day. Yeah, in college. Not so much as an adult, I have 3 bathrooms and can barely ever get a free one. Yeah, darkroom. We've got my kids have started using our bathroom like not all the time, but every once in a while. And every once in a while, it's like all 3 are occupied. And I'm like, hello. Can we please stop that? Gas Cheeks, good morning. We'll never ignore you. Morning, T Fresh Frogger. Hello. Not me realizing for the first time ever that Gas Cheeks' name is actually really funny. Well, wasn't locked in. John, what betting app do you prefer? I don't, DraftKings. I like DraftKings, probably then FanDuel, probably then The Score, which is formerly ESPN Bet. Morning, Kai. I haven't beat you online this morning. He says he starts with art because his viewership's better. Nice. Yeah, that's Evan and I have very different histories and audience bases. Oh, the USA hockey game. Oh my gosh, I know. And USA should win. They should handily win today. I was a little nervous, man. And it was so interesting to, I love Lucas Raymond, but obviously I wanted USA to win yesterday. And so when he passed it and got the assist for Zibanejad, half of my heart was like, go Raymond. And the other half was like, no. But Larkin's a stud. I like 7 a.m. GB more often. Usually I'm live within the next 10 minutes. Is this that big of a difference? We shall see. It's goof. That's insane. I've definitely never done that. Definitely never. When's the last time you did blood work, GB? How's your cholesterol? 6 months ago, and really good. The one thing I need to work on in the blood work is the triglycerides. 3 OT hockey games yesterday. Yeah, insane. It is so fun. Yes, we can, Cube. Yes, we can. Want to take over, Mouse? How we doing? Kai Breaks Open having a great morning so far as well. No capping. Good to see it. Mine's going to be maybe double that, but me paying it out. Rolf. Johnny, if I told you my last 20 bets on FT, you'd call me a liar. Good or bad? The crying makes you think bad. Georgetown decided to not play defense yesterday, so there were some crazy basketball games yesterday, man. Auburn, Ole Miss was not, or Auburn, Mississippi State was crazy. Delaware, Western Kentucky was one of the best games I've seen in my life. Oh, that's awesome, Nick. I don't know if you got, and I'm sure nobody was watching Delaware, Western Kentucky, but I love those games where like beforehand, you know, it's just going to be a fist fight. And my goodness, Delaware sold about 10 times and then saved themselves about 10 times and then sold again with 1 second left. Pistons Knicks tonight on Amazon Prime. Oh, dude, NBA's back. I thought we had. I thought it was next week. That's awesome. GB in chat, question of the day: work favorite snack / potluck item. I mean, string cheese is my work favorite snack, or salami, or a beef stick. Potluck item. A dip. Any type of dip. I don't care what kind. The spinach and artichoke dip, I prefer made by someone I trust. But otherwise, any dip's fine. Oh, Nova, nice job, dude. Yeah, taco dip's delicious. 7-layer as well. There's a reason why he doesn't keep chips in the house, chat. 1,000%, sir. I would eat them all. I would be 400 pounds if I ate chips the way that I want to eat chips. Yeah, Tiefly, I'm with you, dude. I'm super weird about that, man. Like, I will literally go, if I go to like a friend's house that's doing like a potluck style, I will look who brings in what and only eat the food from the people that I trust. I know that's super lame. Rotisserie chicken for a work snack is kind of genius. Even at a church potluck, Soulful. The old ladies at my church at a church potluck will tell me what they made, and I trust them, and I'll go eat that stuff. Oh, man, Jeremy. Yeah, dude. You could tell me, I guarantee you ate a whole sleeve at least. Wait, so if you came to my house for a party and there was food, you wouldn't eat anything? Depends. It depends. Gas cheek. So I've never met you yet, right? So if I get to your house and there's dog hair and cat hair all over the place, I probably would just be like, I'm fasting. Thank you so much. Here, I brought you some a bourbon or something. But if I get to your house and it's like pretty clean and there's not like hair everywhere, then I probably would absolutely eat it. That's right, Schooler. But Sam Shea's late. Hole in the wall stand on the side of the road is different to me though, Nova, than like a dirty house. Like I'm down with a hole in the wall stand. 100% down. I'm down with a sticky diner. You know, they got commercial grade kitchens. Well, I really do think that like animal hair in a house when you're inviting people over, I think is a really, really good test on whether or not the house is clean. And I'm not walking into a house looking to see if it's clean. I'm not that person by any means. But like when it's bad, it's just noticeable. You know what I mean? Exactly, Jeremy. I love dogs. I'll just vacuum before we have people over, and my dog won't be allowed on the couch. You know what I mean? Unless we get a little pupper that doesn't shed. Love that scroller. Not a Karen alert. No, not at all, Waldo. Not that guy. Not that guy. In fact, I would even say, like, I don't think the house needs to be perfectly clean by any means. I think we need to normalize, like, we've got 4 kids, like, normalize, like, finding a Cheerio on the floor. You won't, because I will clean my house like a psycho, but, you know. Interesting, Nova. Waldo goes, how about judging immediately? Confirm Tom would surround wrap waterboard. Whoa, no, Jeremy. That is not true. And we're not starting that today. My parents have collies. Collies shed like crazy, and I love collies. But my mom vacuums a lot. Yeah, I would be okay with a little dog that doesn't shed on the couch. And by the way, Hemi, absolutely not. We like our first few dogs growing up, our first few collies were not allowed on the furniture. And my parents and our family stuck by it all the time. Now my mom is soft and her giant collie will jump up and snuggle me. I'm fine with it at my mom's house. Just wouldn't happen at mine. I would come on, Soulful. Come on, man. Oh man, Superman, that's nuts. Goof getting some snuggles in this morning. Listen, I love that for you, dude. Waldo White Club does everything. Are you and Jody against pets? No. I think we'll get a dog. I think we'll get a dog. Maybe not this summer, but next summer. I just want my kids to have one dog at least growing up. Like there's something about growing up with a pup, man. Like we got my first dog when I was in 6th or 7th grade. I love that little boy to death. He was just unbelievable. You know, and I think it's good. I actually think that dogs are really good for teenagers. Like, you know, I wasn't talking to my dog opening up, but I would like, you know, break down and cry if I was having a hard day, like holding the dog, and the dog kind of, you feel like the dog knew, you know? But we will train the dog. Oh, we have a buddy. I went to his house to pick my kid up recently, who's having a play day thing. And his dog jumped on me for literally 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, get your dog off of me. I didn't say that because I'm not rude, but I'm like, brother, please. Like, it's scratching me all over the place. I'm like, you know? And then I walk outside. It's freezing cold. It's -20. There's bags of dog poop outside because they don't want to walk it to the garbage, understandably so. And I was like, maybe we won't get one. But I do want one. I want one. Jesse, good morning. Anonymous gifter, thank you for the gifted sub to Dog Hater. Appreciate that. That's crazy. I did not kick that dog. I should have kneed it in the chest to get it off me, like you're supposed to do. But I didn't. Nick, you're a wild man, sir. No one can sub the rest of the day, so Dog Hater said, no, Jeremy, no. That would not be good today. Bits only. You like talking about football? I'm an Oklahoma State fan. My team is building something and I'm excited. Love that. I love football. I feel like Oklahoma State is making little strides in basketball and football. What were those horses that just showed up on the screen? Morning, BK. I love that scroller. Zimbabwe. You know who else is? LSU Go Tigers. Yeah, they'll be back in the mix now. Oh my gosh, Jordan. I'm still hoping my wife gets into that. I feel like I don't have time. I love sourdough so much. I buy a loaf once a week. My sister-in-law, my wife's sister, just got into it, and she makes amazing sourdough, and she sends us home with one when we visit, and Jody's like, it's so good. I'm like, babe, you too could become a sourdough wife. You know what I mean? Rolf, Rolf, I'm doing intentional. You hear me talk about intermittent fasting all the time. I don't like strictly do intermittent fasting. It just so happens that I feel really good when I don't have breakfast and don't really eat until 11 or noon. What I'm doing for Lent this year, I decided last night, is intentionally intermittent fasting every single day. So you won't be seeing any string cheeses at 10 or 11 here. Oh, nice, Tony. Sourdough grilled cheese is the play. Oh, it's delicious. Glider's too big, can't see around it. So I wouldn't even notice that. Tony, you eat the steak in the game? So watch, I'll show you. So I ate all these steaks. Now I can lift these weights really fast and get a good gun. If you don't eat the steaks, it takes like 5 minutes to open this thing. Sometimes it has a gold gun like this, a mythic. Sometimes it has a gold AR. Sometimes it has purple stuff. You might still get the string cheese mukbang, Jeremy. It would just be around 1 or 2 p.m. depending on the day. Yeah, we had salmon last night. It was delicious, man. It was really good. My kids loved it. My kids had more than I did. I just love that off-season Jeremy's eating Girl Scout cookies while watching the Great British Bake Off. Not too late to change, Goof. Not too late to change. Yeah, my kids eat breakfast. And Jody eats breakfast. On the weekends, I make Jody and the kids breakfast. I already have one? Where did I get it? What's new in the update? I read the patch notes. I didn't really notice anything like crazy. I think they fixed a glitch or two. Oh, that's a bot. Well, that was a waste. I know that ranked reload, I think, is updated today. I was gonna do unranked to Unreal with Louis today, but that I think ranked reload is the only thing that reset. And I don't know that I really feel like playing reload. Because problem is, like if I play reload and I really like it, I'm only gonna play reload.
Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both.
Juan, thank you for the 14 months.
Afraid of how much they love me.
There's a word missing in your stream title. Balding, maybe? Mod can fix it. Okay, Juan. Good morning. Ooh. This guy had a couple of things. That guy probably should have just gotten back in his car. Where the heck is he? And now he's back in his car. Got him. I can never skip breakfast. Love food too much. See, I love food. I love breakfast food too, but I have no problem eating breakfast food any time of day. And everyone says breakfast food is the most important meal of the day, and I actually agree to a point. But breakfast is just when you break your fast. So you can have that at any time of day, I feel like. You almost sold. Well, almost, but we didn't. I love that, Nick, by the way. Love that you're doing that with your daughter. That's great. Did that guy open the chest in his car? I don't think he had time. I should go find the car. I don't remember where it is. Look at this guy. Oh, well, these are back. Little fizzes. A little bit of the fizz. Jeremy, more inappropriate than the goo gun back in the day? Guys, can we like give me a little bit of a break here though? Back in the day, I lose that fight every time, and you guys are like, JB, how do you lose that fight? What a sell. And now it's JB, you almost sold? How about JB? Nice kill. Well, thank you guys. That's because of what Tyler did with it. Bro, when he just used to walk around with that gun. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sam Shea, you're late today, by the way. We'll be docking that from your pay, just so you know. Well, thank you once ever too. Heels only. I won a heels only yesterday. Scroll, were you here for that? It was so sick. Second time seeing a gold snipe, JB, the Lord sending you a sign. Again, I thought you guys would be proud of me for not picking it up. I feel like I'm decent with it, but I think it's better to have AR shoddy movement heals. Movement heals. Yeah, we got our first heals only win of the season yesterday. It was actually intense and kind of surprised I won it. Oh, Jimmy, that was SpongeBob. What up, Ranger? Good to see it. Trying to do 8-man team reload. Rolf, that sounds awful. Tony, think of the 6 months. Let's get 10 kills this game, says Tony. Okay, well, I'd have to kill everyone else. Chug Jug in the road? Oh, good comms. Good comms, Tundra. This guy in the bush? Who's sniping? Maybe gas station? I think the update was mostly just a bunch of hot fixes, like something with a lock on AR and okay. I don't have, there's no bush, no cover in that entire new spot. Oh, I love that X2. If Looney Tunes skins are actually coming to Fortnite, 1000%. That is my childhood, dude. My dad did such a good job of making sure that like we watched just the good classic, just good TV really growing up. Looney Tunes was a must, man. Foghorn Leghorn's my favorite. Now, boy, I said, boy, you don't know how to play baseball? I'll learn you the game. All right. Oh, I thought there was. Wait, why are my kills messed up? I have way more than 4 eliminations. And now it says there's 5 players left. I think there's only 2. Oh. Oh, he's trying to kill me. Wait, what? I thought that was last guy. Maybe I'm an idiot. Boy, I said, boy, I'll learn you the game. I watched a lot of John Wayne movies growing up as well. True Grit, very good. All right, that guy to my left could shock up here. Oh my, Jeremy, come on. That dog deserves. Just kidding. Big USA Gold Medal game this afternoon. Is it though, Caniac? Or are they just gonna win 5-2? I'm fine with it, but 2.5 favorites, crazy. Oh wow, that guy just fried me through the this guy's right here, I think, or in this bush. This is not fun. Close. That guy's so cracked. I've fought him a ton, but such a close one with the res. If I had just any more health. Both of them shot me in the car, didn't shoot each other. That water on keys, guys, is cracked. Gosh, if I hit that first shot too. Like I said, by the way, thank you, One Sniper 2. First game of the day, doesn't count. Tom and Jerry. Droopy. I have a buddy. I can't say anything about who this buddy is, but I have a buddy who looks, sounds, and acts like Droopy Dog. You know what that means, Jeremy? Sold like Georgetown. Sure did. They just decided not to play defense yesterday, Kim. It's an interesting strategy. Would being able to snipe from afar made a difference? It could have. By the way, the new Tom and Jerry's suck. They like rebooted it. It's not good. Unfortunately. Final rate of arc did we extract? Yes, we did. We did, Soulful. We did a free kit, Stella, and got out. He does not say, hey, bub. He's unaware. I don't think he knows that he looks, sounds, and acts like Droopy Dog. But when I told my dad, who's met him a couple times, and when I told my wife, they were both cry laughing. Did you watch your streams? I don't think he would know. I don't think he watches my streams. He's never said hi in stream, maybe once. It's you, Jeremy. Just kidding. No, Jeremy, you look like someone else. Cam, yeah, you are. Except for the ones that hit. By the way, oh, what is this? Look at this, guys. Blue chests at 2 spots. This is going to be even hotter. I want to see what's there, though. And this red thing's getting bigger and lower to the ground. Only when you wear your hat, Jeremy. Only when you wear your hat. Hey, bub. Morning, Europe. Guys, 2 days in a row of no internet issues. Can we go for 3? If it really is weather related, it's a little more chilly today than it has been, but still not quite. Not below freezing. Jeremy, remember we talked about this in person, and someone put the GIF in one of your tweets when you first changed your profile picture, and you were like, "Oh no." the screaming woman. It's just because of the hat. You just jinxed yourself, and I don't know this real. Wait, does it mean more epic chest spawn here? Because I just found one already. Sir? Really? How in the world is Michigan favored against Duke? I know Michigan's the best team in the country. Isn't Duke at home? Or is it a neutral site? How many shockwaves does this guy have off the rib? Maybe you could shoot each other. That'd be super sick. They're still not shooting each other. How does this guy... Okay. That guy had 8 shockwaves to start the game. I just want to see who it was. Because the one that had all the shockwaves is not the one that killed me. Well, too late now. I'm not going to replay. It's not breaking the game. Oh, yeah, it's an awful shotty. I should have just had my pistol out. Z-Bop, good to see you, though. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for being here. Is Spaz in BR remote right now? I have no clue. Haven't seen it yet. Neutral NDC. Okay, that makes more sense. Thanks for sharing that. Oh, another hat like that on stream Monday, and someone called me Tim Pool. Oh, my. Yeah, you can't, Jeremy. You can't. You can't wear those hats, bro. But you look good in those hats. I see the dilemma, you know? Two games ago when you got second, the last guy killed you out of purple spaz. Oh, well then there you go. I didn't even notice that. Oh, we're still surfing. Guess they didn't update that. Yeah, Zebop, somebody yesterday at the end of stream was asking me like how I think Fortnite could be better. I actually enjoy the game right now. Anyone can critique anything they want about a game, and I could find things, I'm sure. But my biggest complaint is that there's just not enough people playing for skill-based matchmaking to be accurate. Like, am I better than the average Fortnite player? Sure. But should I be in lobbies with zero build pros every single morning for 4 hours? I don't think so. But they don't have enough people playing at a high enough skill level to have separate lobbies for those people. The people who are throwing bunkers down off the drop. You know, and I'm not like, listen, you do what you want. When you're a streamer, you build your stream how you want to build it. But like these guys, people watch them because they want to watch one of the better players in the world, not because they interact with their chat. So I'm sitting here looking left, getting beamed by people with bunkers and 8 shockwaves to start the game. Also, not a lot of people are available on a weekday morning. Someone says to work. Also true. Also true. But it gets, I'm sure it gets even sweatier at night somehow. Yeah. We were just talking about, it's an interesting thing. Fortnite finds themselves in a really interesting spot where they've been one of the most dominant games of all time for a long time. And now, you know, they want to get a new player base, but it's imagine load up to the first time and getting beamed by Zemi. And so how do you attract a new viewer base or a new player base while also keeping the base that's keeping the game alive happy? It's tough. It's I don't envy their position other than the cash cow they've created. That's what I'm saying, Zebot. Like I don't know, man. And maybe I don't know. When I watch a stream, and which is not as often as I'd like to, I like to be able to interact with the streamer. It's one of my favorite things about it. And it doesn't feel cool. It's just like it's just a cool thing about streaming is that you have the ability to talk to the person that you're watching. So I'm always going to be focused on chat. I'll lock in at an end game here or there, and even then, you guys are roasting me. John, stop looking at the chat. Morning, Tall Muffin. How do you incorporate a new player? Yeah, I don't even know, Cam. I don't know. I think part of the hope. Obviously, Fortnite thinks that attracting a new player base is collaborations, right? You put someone's favorite character from a TV show or a movie or an anime in a game, they might come play it and check it out. And then the other part of it, I think, is you know, their open world, their UEFN or whatever, where they can, you know, build a cool game within Fortnite that brings new people in. I think both of those are the ways they're looking at right now. I thought Simpsons was cool, dude. That was super sweaty too, though, but I thought that was fun. Thank you, Keel. Appreciate the kind words. In retrospect, do you think that move to adding bots lobbies was a good move? Yes. I do think you need bots in this game, and you were always going to need them eventually because of the player base and the skill gaps and skill-based matchmaking. I do think they've improved. I think they're still working on it, but they've already made some improvements to the bots, Jeremy, where they're a little bit tougher to tell if they're a bot, and they can. And then I think now the bots die before the end of the game, which I think is really good. Like back in the day, bro, if you kill all the sweats and all of a sudden you're running around for 15 minutes and your stream's watching you look for bots, and then all of a sudden one dies in the storm, you win the game, like that is not fun. And I think they've fixed that. I think all the bots die before like top 5 or top 3. What do you think of the 6 months? Morning, Tenacious. Thanks, X2. Why don't you carry an SMG? Well, so I'm carrying one right now. The SMG from earlier. Because I'm not going to use it when I have this gun, this shotty. If I have like one of the pump shotties, I'd carry that SMG. It does shred though, bro. I got fried out of the air yesterday by one. I want to go to Humble Hills and check out those epic chests. The stream title something else. You like that? What do you mean by that, Roscoe? Sometimes the bots look a little too real. Mayor, it hasn't happened 2 days in a row, my friend. And according to my internet guy, it didn't happen at all last week when I was out of town either. So here's hoping that it doesn't happen today. We had one of the best streams we've had in a long time yesterday. In part, I think, because the internet didn't go out. Guys, what a beautiful day yesterday, man. I already said it yesterday on stream, but if you weren't here, my heart needed yesterday to happen. It can be so doom and gloom, man, when the internet's just going out all the time and it's cutting viewership in half and it's tax season and just tons of stuff going on. And we had over 200 people for most of the Ark stream watching Ark after Fortnite. It only dipped below 200 at like 2:30 p.m. or 3. It was awesome. Yeah, Tenacious. It was just a good day yesterday, man. And it just goes to show you that the internet really is part of what's going on in the channel. Like you got, look at Mayor comes in here, and Mayor, by the way, as you should. And the first question he asks is, "What time's the internet reset today?" Right? And there's got to be people out there who are like, "This guy's internet goes out all the time. I'm not even gonna go check him out today." See, I thought this guy would be real because there's just a bunch of loot behind him. Hope the Ark stream's better. I'm gonna keep doing both, Rolf. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing both, dude. We'll switch to Ark at some point today. I'm looking forward to some college football, potentially some Madden. Although I don't know that I should play both. Maybe I should just do college football or just Madden. College football, it's really hard to gauge that game and gauge streaming that game. Appreciate that, Mayor. Because I think the reason the first one did so well, both for my own fun and viewership, was that it was brand new for the first time in a long time. And then last year's it just didn't feel the same. I still had fun playing with Northern Illinois and winning the championship with them, but it didn't feel like it did the year before. Problem with Madden is like it just feels like everyone uses the same team and runs the same plays. I don't love what's that Madden mode that everyone plays, like most of the streamers play with the cards and stuff. I forget what it's called. I'm just not into that game mode that much. Mac and cheese has fire. Heck yeah. Yep, I'll have it on the phone, Huggy Wuggy, while I'm streaming. Yeah, J Stud, and I don't fault you for it. You know, it happens. That's why I'm working so hard to get it fixed and figured out. Ultimate Team. Yeah, I'm just not like an Ultimate Team guy. Yeah, so I just bought NHL 26 for my boys. It's the first video game I've ever bought my oldest kid, any of the kids, but him first. And my boys are playing that like an hour a day on the weekends, and they're having so fun. And I played a couple games with them. It's cool. It's cool. I don't know how fun it would be to watch me play NHL on stream, but I'd try it. I think so, Mitch. I don't think there's any value to, like, any real value attached to any of that stuff. Happy Thursday, Haley. NHL is fun to watch, yeah? Are there people, do people stream it? I'm not using that, bro. I'm not using that. I'd rather lose than use the lock-on AR. Where is everybody? See, and this is the thing, too. There's 10 players left in this game. Of the 10 left, 5 are probably sweats. And the map is huge. All right, maybe Nick A30 was right. Maybe Nick A30 was right. Maybe Shockwaves shouldn't be in the game. We both had 6. Oh, why is that, Rolf? Bite your tongue, good sir. Good to see you, Super Nurse Jackie. Never cash out, never what? You play on the rival strategy, B? I asked about it today. I have not heard back yet, I don't think. Let me check Discord. I didn't realize it was happening, bro. I need to start turning my notifications on for that Discord server. I got 200 can to win. Make me some virtual bucks, JB. Okay, okay. On TikTok, I'm gonna fix it for next week, Brainiac. Tenacious, that's a top 5 message you've ever sent, by the way. Yeah, today, Corbo, let's get it. Mama Dipsack, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate ya. Very generous. Mega hype. How did I activate your Siri? I got you, Cam, yeah. He's still warmed up, bro. He played in the All-Star game. Another surf. Great. Fucking. Ren, technically you did just ask a question by saying, can I ask you and your viewers a question? So yeah, go ahead and shoot. There's a good bad dad dance at the beginning of the stream. What do you mean by that? I don't want to do that one, Brainiac. What up, Noren? This is kind of a hot drop, right? Usually I don't really land here. Where'd that guy go? This part of the map feels like Ark. You want to like this POI? Why do you not? I kind of like it. If I didn't land where I land, this is probably where I'd land. Where's Great White? Did I miss him? He thinks that he got banned, and so he unfollowed. I sent him a DM telling him he was just timed out. Oh, he shouldn't. If he's banned, can we unban him? I thought he just timed him out. I know, he got into it with Tone yesterday. Morning, Patriot. Oh my gosh, she is there. Morning, Edison. Couple of these. Ooh, couple of those. Uh-oh. Oh, storm stopped. Okay, we're chilling. Wait, was that a person? Was that a person? These are some sick shoes, by the way. Did that break his shield there? Of course, I got fried from the person behind me as well. Broke that guy's shield. This game, man. GG's. So that guy asked if he could ask a question and then never asked a question. All right. GG's. I got you last game. Oh, GG's. Jimmy, do you remember when Tricked Out was in the game? Like the emote? I don't think I do remember. At some point today, Patriot. Patience, young Padawan. I've done it like twice, Neuroren, like in really clutch situations to get wins, and it's been fun. So I enjoy it, especially in duos and squads and stuff. But Tricked Out the car. I don't remember. You're lucky. I love you, bitches. Hey, thank you, sir. I was locked in that game too. Oh, here we go. Fortnite new Battle Royale loot pool update. Unvaulted, Flowberry Fizz, Back to the Future Time Machine. Vaulted, Rumi's Empowered Sword. Zoe's Bubble Shield. Cupid's Crossbow. Tiger's Teleporting Mask. And Mira's X-Ray Ramen. Oh, I liked the ramen, dude. Increased chance of lock on assault rifle. And oh, great. And bandages. Decreased chance of arc lightning gun. Interesting. Michigan looking real good. The ramen is a top 5 healing item of all time in Fortnite, by the way. I hate that they got rid of it. I'd rather have ramen than Flowberry Fizz. Although Flowberry Fizz is nice for movement with shockwaves. Oh, yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah. BK, that was sick. Yeah, Tiger Mask on. I guess we're just going there. Third time surfing today. They must have increased the chances of surfing. Yeah, but it's both, Chem. It's white heels and shield, which I like. Of course, he gets a shotgun. Well. I don't think that was the guy that landed on me. Could be wrong. But methinks there's another person here. Ooh. Okay, this is like the worst chest in the game. What are we doing here? What up, Chicken Wang? That's annoying. I should have just killed that guy in the beginning. Yeah. Get your dance on there, Bubba. We'll see you in the Twitch chat in a second. What up, Ty? Good morning. Good to see you. No shield in the epic chest. Love to see it. Morning, Vector. This next one. Hopefully we don't surf again, bro. I'm over it. Please. Hey, thank you, King Cobra. Much love to you. Baby's not sleeping. Send reinforcements. I am the baby whisperer, sir. Vector, did you get the little mini gas drops? Those sometimes help.
Another one.
Mouse, thank you for the 7 months. Great to see the streams continue its success. Keep up the great work, Jimmy. Thank you, Mouse. Appreciate it, man. Tell you what, man. You guys show up, I'll show up. And that's a promise from your Uncle John. Gas drops. Yeah, a lot of times little infants get gas, and they have these little gas drops. Try the drop, failed. Dang. Look, I'm surfing again. Please. Dear Fortnite, I think I speak for everyone when I say that surfing was fun for 1 week. Back to the bus. Full time, please. Guys, go retweet that tweet. Like, it was cool for a week. Something new, something different. Get you hyped for the new season. It's LA. No, I thought it was kind of cool, Paige. Like, literally for a week. Like, just, you know, I didn't love it, but it was cool. Something different. Build a little hype. Oh, wow, cool. You surf in. Like, the whole battle bus driver, was he killed? Like, that was kind of fun. All right, he's back, so. Ooh. All done anyway. What? They were mad about my tweet. They were mad about the tweet. They're already messing with me. That was so fast. Okay, V-Rez. Okay. It is so funny, man. So Jody took the kids to, it's called Encounter. It's funny. It's not funny. It's cool. I started Encounter at my church before we left. It's a free meal, Chick-fil-A or pizza or something for, I mean, literally hundreds of people if they want to show up. And then there's like talks for the kids in different rooms and a talk for the adults in the main church. And then all the families can come together and have adoration and a time for praise and worship. It's a beautiful thing. And I wish I could have gone, but the baby is just not, it would not have been pleasant. So I stayed home with the baby on Tuesday night, and Jody took the kids and they had a blast. What the heck? And so I got a lot of quality time with the baby on Tuesday night, man. We were playing the whole time and having dinner, and he's like at this stage, he's about to be 1 year old, and so he's doing, oh wow, you know, he's doing all kinds of fun stuff. And we were playing fetch. He grabbed one of his favorite toys, and he just kept throwing it and then chasing it. And so then he just brought it to me, and then I started throwing it, and he was just chasing it and bringing it back. It was awesome. Out of the 4 kids, he's the only one who's ever done that. Oh, thank you, Goof. Ooh, this guy has like the crazy good thing. Did he just heal himself? I can't see him. What the? He just yeeted me. Ooh, superhero skin. Oh my gosh, bro. You guys remember those videos back in the day, like a couple years ago, and everyone learned how to like crazy build? You shoot a guy one time and he builds a sky base, just builds the Eiffel Tower. That's what bunkers are like in Zero Build, bro. You hit a guy one time, boom, bunker. SMG kind of nuts. Just camp the cold spaz. Well, I don't want this guy to get it, that's for sure. Imagine that guy's still in there. Love that, by the way, Tenacious. Unless this guy is very, very sneaky, sir, I think we're okay. Imagine if... Morning, Diablo. Santiago. Low. All right, guys. I am now my TikTok algorithm. My TikTok algorithm is now chock full of updates about current businesses. Fine, I'll be honest with you. It's about food businesses in the food industry. Read a really interesting tweet today about Red Robin. First, we have to do this. Red Robin. There it is. Yes, Cam. Yes. Yum. Okay. And so I read a really interesting, with Wendy's McDonald's chat yesterday for sure. I was reading about that. And then Red Robin is like, you could buy Red Robin right now for like $30 million. Or it was either 30 or 3. I think it's 30. And the downfall of Red Robin. Ooh, sure. Is apparently like during when labor got really expensive. Oh my. Woo! That gun is insane. Oh. Guys, he seems so nice. He seems so nice. Look at this guy. Oh. We had to do it. There was a third party. We had to do it. I would have let him live. I actually would have let him live because at the end he would have probably given me the win if we were the last two alive. But with the third party there, we had to get rid of him. You know what I mean? So when the labor got super expensive, Red Robin was like, "Well, we'll just cut busters." They cut all their busters. That's crazy to say, Toxic. And when they did that, it completely ruined the experience. The bottomless fries thing wasn't as effective because it took forever to get there. The tables took forever to clean. People were waiting longer. They had to wait 20 minutes to get a table, then 20 minutes to get their food. And so then eventually people just stopped going. And now Red Robin is like in the worst spot it's ever been. They've had like 8 CEOs in 10 years. It's brutal. And it's just so fascinating to me. Like just business in general. But like if you're... I just can't imagine. I can't imagine like being the owner of Red Robin. And I don't know if there's one or multiple owners. I don't know anything about that, but I can't imagine having something that was worth $1 billion will only be worth 30. And just like, do you kick yourself every single day for not selling? Like, yeah, they only give you a couple fries. Also, the Red Robin fries aren't that good. The burgers are okay, but like, yeah, I just, it's not a place I'd go. There's a lot of local places that are around the same price that about the same level of service. Service not great, but at least the food's good. That's different though, Flitz. That's different than business. I think you if you can get yourself to a point where you can retire forever and your generations can retire forever, I think you take it. Where'd this guy go? I didn't hear a shockwave. Oh, that's horrifying when that happens. Chili's is apparently doing really well, Esabs. They're opening more. Chili's made their... I've been to Chili's in a decade. But they did that like $10 or $11 like Big 3 or whatever it's called. I'm over this gun, bro. I'm over it. Look at this guy, bro. I mean, that was me with the lock-on pistol, guys. I see now. Saw another thing on Twitter I thought was really interesting. Somebody was roasting people who like look forward to going to Olive Garden on the weekend. They're like, that's how poor people live. That's insane. And someone quote tweeted it and said something like, I promise you that by average, the people going to Olive Garden on a Friday night making 50 grand a year combined are happier than most of the people spending $1,000 on steak dinners. I think I tend to agree with that. I'm going to get lock on AR by the guy that's still in that bush. Careful, sir. It's true, Cam. It's true. And listen, Olive Garden's not a place I would like choose to go to. Like, hey, let's go there tonight. But if somebody invited me and I'm not gonna be a jerk and say no, it's okay, bro. I'm just over this, bro. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. They're everywhere. Do what you like. Eat what you like. Unless it's a well-done steak. You know what I mean? Oh! How's no one shooting that guy? This guy right here with a lock-on AR, bro. I recognize all these names. That's another crazy thing. Do you go to Steak and Shake ever? That's if we're gonna do fast food, that's usually where we go, just because it's one of the healthier options. Kids love it. Sweattown USA. Is it even Sweattown, that lobby? That lobby was just lock on ARs. Configurator, thank you for the gift sub, good sir. I'll hit you up when I do a night stream, bro. Allegedly, here in a couple of weeks, none of the Steak and Shake locations will have a microwave at all. Love that. Old Chicago's closing locations. Their service has been bad for a while, Vector. Thoughts on chicken piccata? Delicious. Hockey game, I think, is at noon, Toxic. USA. Yeah, increased, Roy, this update. Yep. At least we're flying this time and not on a wave. USA. I'm not betting it, but if I did, I'd go USA minus 2.5. Yeah, I said I'll let you know if I do a night stream and we can schedule some games, dude. I did, Bean. I was reading to my daughter. Actually, yeah, I was reading to my daughter. Read to my daughter and one of my sons yesterday. And I thought the game was kind of over, a minute and a half left. And then Sweden scored, and I was like, uh-oh. Time to lock in. Yeah, it's the women's, Toxic. The USA team's way better than Canada. I'm a Mississippi, and if someone would ever open a Thai beef sub shop, I swear I'd be there every day. Let's go. Oh, the men's one is in a couple days. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. I haven't even looked at that yet. I'm not sure, Blue. Fighting anonymous off the rip with a pistol. A beautiful thing. Men's Friday. Okay. Yeah, it's Canada and USA toxic. What do you guys think, chat? Like, Canada will be minus a half against USA, or will it be 1.5 if they meet? USA will probably be plus 200, plus 150, or plus 200 if they meet in the gold. I haven't heard an update on Crosby. Oh wait, wrong support view is. Day-to-day not ruled out. Okay, yeah, I mean he's probably fine then. I texted Russ when Sweden tied it up, and I was like, "What are we doing?" He's like, "Relax, bro." But he sent "Relax, bro" after they scored. Yeah, my guess, Flitz, is they'll leave it up to him and that he'll want to play. I don't think I can make it up there. Such an interesting way to play, dude. Such an interesting way to play. Shoots at me from afar, breaks the door to try to get to where I am. Sits in storm, I push him, runs away with a crown. What up, salutes? The heck's that ping doing up there? I don't think that was him. That was a bot. How about a med kit, sir? Just take my last sip of coffee. We're heading to work. Better not be your last sip of the day. Oh, what's up? Wait, if you dance in here, you die? Oh, 3 cups deep? Nice. Cute movie day, Jimmy. Thank you. First date. I'm not trying that. Oh, so the previous movies didn't start. Yep, Beeriz, I'll be on today until 3 or 3:30, yeah. No, we didn't, Tenacious. No, we didn't. Where's the med kit? Oh, well, I'm dead. Flitz, I'm doing intentional intermittent fasting every day. This line. So normally I just like, I stop eating around like 7 or 8. I'll have a snack if I have a snack sometimes, and then I don't usually eat till 10 or something. It's like kind of intermittent fasting. I'll be doing it every day this Lent. Between 14 and 16 hours. No, toxic, no. Dude, Mitch, I brought that up to Jody last year. I was like, hear me out. You probably lose weight doing that. Yeah, back in like the 1600s, a monastery would just make really nutritional, like have a lot of like nutritional beer, and they would just have beer and water during Lent, no food. Heck yeah. Intermittent eating, where you only don't eat for 8 hours. I love that. That is a lot of silly juice. Not having an AR is certainly a choice. What is pruno? Like prunes? Oh my gosh, Kim, that sounds disgusting. Thank you, Soulful. Appreciate you, bud. Have a good one. Let's sit here till zone moves. Figure out what we're doing next. I love that too, Diablo. Hi, welcome to Chili's. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can't take you out. Morning, Miss Bearded. Do you believe in specific intention targeting in NFL or other sports? I'm sure you remember the scandal with Sean Payton years ago. I hope you're well. Yeah, no, I mean, it happened in the past. I don't think it's a thing now. That punishment was pretty damn severe. And Mr. Sean Strickland is not somebody I pay much attention to. We haven't seen Slack and Dan today, or T-Wills. Does he really, mock? I'll be honest, Toxic. I didn't even know. Oh, Smith, good to see you, sir. Good morning. I didn't even know that Strickland was still fighting. To be honest, is he good? He's had a busy week. Okay, Whisk out. Oh, they're giving me up for Lent. That's crazy. I thought I saw footprints. Okay, bro. Just get it out of the game, please. Thank God this guy doesn't have one. Get in the car, dude. Yeah, because that's the most important thing. While there's two other people there, I mean, guys, the lock-ons, it's unplayable. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why would they make it appear more often? Even if I had an AR, dude, I'm getting 3 lock-on AR by 3 different people. They're not taking it out, Kevin. They just made it spawn more today. It's literally the update today. A 100% score, but it was just me. No one else was using it. They really didn't like your tweet. This payback. It could be. Use the gun. I don't want to use the gun, bro. It's not fun. Like I thought the lock-on pistol was fun because everyone else in the game was a sweat and no one else used it, and it was my way of evening the playing field. I never once played this game and got triple locked on at the same time by a lock-on pistol. Yeah, Jeremy, anytime I see anything, a clip of that guy, I don't even watch it. He's like all the toxic people I run into playing Arc Raiders. Maybe, I mean, do we just go here and see like if the loot's worth with these blue things? Kevin, thank you for becoming a member of the Beer Brigade over there on YouTube. Really do appreciate that. Psst, oi, Plantita, hello. Sean Strickland, Kim. Yeah, I like UFC a little bit, Jeremy. Some of these guys have to have CTE already. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I'm like some, or maybe just in order to do. Okay, not even picking it up. Maybe just in order to even do that sport, you got to be nuts. I don't know. Just give me some ammo to fight this guy. Dan sends his regards. What a blessing. Brother, pick up the gun. Tundra, it's just what I've done for years. I'm doing great, Pontita. It's good to see you, fam. We had some good internet luck lately. 2 days in a row. Here's hoping for 3. Getting to about that time that it might crash. We'll see. Yeah, Spork, yeah. It was very cool. But Tundra, I've been for a long time, bro. If there's a gun in the game that I hate and don't think people should use, I won't use it. I'd rather just reset the lobby if I die. Arc lightning gun is one of them. Yeah, oh, they're super aware, Sport. They're super aware. We talked about this a little bit earlier. The issue they're having is there's just not enough players. And the people who've been playing the game for over 2 years, right? And there's a lot who've been playing it for over 7. You know, there's not enough bad players, real bad, like there's bots obviously, but there's not enough like bad players of the game or even average players for skill-based matchmaking to be a thing. I'm not like, sure, because I play this game for a living, I'm better than the average person, but I'm not Zemi. Some of these sweats yet. I'm in their lobbies. There's not enough people my range, so it puts me in lobbies with those guys. It's crazy, and I can only imagine how the lobbies are for a lot of y'all. Kale, thank you with the prime sub, 39 months. Good lad. Hey, that's awesome, Jeffrey, and will do. Go crush it, sir. I'm sure you can, Nick, but that just means you're also in Zemi's range and prospering. I literally almost said out loud, third party in 3, 2. I almost said it out loud. I was like, don't do it. I don't hear anyone. And there you go. Let's go see who eliminated. I almost counted it down out loud. I was like, don't be toxic, JB. And then boom. They changed Blitz a lot. I don't know. I don't really play Blitz or Reload this season. I probably should, Kev. I have a couple times today. Emoting doesn't help? Yeah, but it's fun. You have to, that's a rule, Wisco. When someone full sends you and you kill them, you have to emote. Even if you die. It's just part of the rules. F for Fortnite. You know, Spork, I mentioned it on stream the other day, potentially trying Marathon. And a bunch of people in chat were like, that game's going to be buns. And then I saw a couple of streamers being excited about it on Twitter. And I was like, oh, maybe I will try it. And now I've seen a ton of people on Twitter saying that it's going to be like the sweatiest game of all time, that the skill gap from even above average to just average is going to be insane. So I don't know. We'll see. It looks like to me, it looks like Marvel Rivals, which to me looks like a very confusing game. Lots of the different movements and things you can do and shoot through walls and like all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's my speed. You know what I mean? It's called Marathon Toxic. I believe Bungie made it. They made Destiny and Halo. And it's is it Chet? What? It's not an extraction shooter, is it? Or I think it is an extraction shooter, but it's like team-based extraction or something, or bomb planting. I don't know. It is okay. Is there a solo mode, or is it just team? Watching the clips though does not look like a game I would enjoy. Whereas when Art came out, watching those clips, I was like, oh, that would be fun. Oh, solo too. Okay. Adam, thank you for the 87 months, my friend. That is a lot of months. Hope you and yours are well. Oh, I'm sure they did, Rocco. I'm sure they did. Pay Peanut a lot of money to play. So it would fit if I didn't have a huge head, Nick. Like, it's a real helmet. Like, it probably fit Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes and no, Kem. I think here's where I think gaming is, and I'm not, you guys know I'm no expert on this, but from what I've been reading and what I've kind of seen and observed, I think gaming's in a really weird space where a lot of the major gaming developers, like the big names with lots of employees and lots of money, they're not making good games. Right? It's been a long, Epic made Fortnite. It's been a long time. It's been out for a long time. I'd never heard of Embark until Arc. And I think what you're seeing is these kind of indie developers are making fun games that people will watch on stream. I mean, look at Queso. I mean, Queso will play a game that a 15-year-old made, and he has fun with it. And so I think what's happening is like these major studios are putting out games that like people aren't having that much fun playing. They're paying streamers a lot of money to play, like Marvel Rivals, and then eventually it just, you know, we say it's dead. What does dead mean? I mean, Marvel Rivals made a lot of money, I think. Does dead mean? Are we saying? Is dead player base? Is dead viewership base on Twitch and YouTube? I don't know the answer to that. So I agree with you. I agree with you that Marvel Rivals was really hard to watch, and yet a lot of people watched it. For a while, Tyler had more viewership playing Marvel Rivals than he did Fortnite for a while. And now he's got way more viewership playing Ark than he did when he was playing Fortnite. Rivals made 1.3 billion. Yeah. Battlefield 6 is I wonder if Madtown Maverick's in here. I don't have fun watching people play Battlefield 6 except my boy Madtown Maverick. To me, like, that game was not a success. And to me, Rivals I could never tell what was going on. That's what I like about Arc Raiders and Fortnite. Like, you can tell what's going on. You can follow it pretty easily. To me, it just felt like people were really good at hitting buttons, and I couldn't tell when they got kills. I think it was Marathon. Did Ty Encourage and Tim the Tatman play Marathon? Was that the same game? Was that the clip I saw? %, Haley. I think that Courage and then played and Ty and then played Marathon, and I watched some clips of it, and yeah, it felt like Marvel Rival. Bro, I didn't know what in the world was going on. Peanuts out there like, did I get a kill? Did I not get a kill? Tim the Tatman's like, yeah, you got 3 kills. He's like, what? Like, he didn't even know he got eliminations. Yeah, but we say that it wasn't a Neuro. I agree with you, but we say it wasn't a streamable game, and yet Tim the Tatman and Ty and others had a lot of viewership from it. So some people enjoy watching it. But if I'm watching a stream and I can't understand what's going on in the game, I'm not going to stream it. Like, it wouldn't be good for me to stream. I like Overwatch. I played it a little bit, Rocco. I didn't mind it. We'll be seeing ya. Oh my gosh, this guy's flying in. I mean, he is a thirsty boy. Sir, you made me lose my sniper. I mean, that guy was sending his bot. I didn't know which one he was. He was sending his bot the other way. I thought he was the bot. GG's. I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, is Toxic in here? Is Mid Critique in here? Are our Bear fans here? The latest report is that the Bears appear to be likely to announce a move to Indiana, which is a complete incompetency on the state of Illinois. There were sources within the Bears organization that said they would have taken hundreds of millions of less dollars of revenue to stay in Illinois if Illinois would have just done a couple of things. And now the Bears are going to rent a stadium. They're not even going to own the stadium in Indiana. They're going to rent it. They had the chance to own it in Arlington Heights. They're going to rent it in Indiana. That's crazy to me, dude. What up, Zath? Yeah, sucks for my home value for sure. Hey, it gives me a chance to just leave though, J-Trick, you know? That it's just, yeah, I mean, Pritzker is a huge reason it's not happening, Lou. Indiana's having one more meeting today, and Illinois canceled their meetings for today. They're going to probably Hammond, Indiana, Harvey. St. Louis is kind of a pit. No offense. What? Interesting. What up, J Fuzz? I did not yet, Justin. No. I'm still shook by this. I'm still shook by this news. I mean, I'm telling you right now, dude. If the Lions ever left Detroit, I would not be a fan. I'm curious if any Bear fans are feeling similar or not really. No, it's not the Bears' fault, Lou. It's Illinois' fault, but still, like even if it was Michigan's fault that Detroit had to leave, that the Lions had to leave Detroit, I think I'd stop. I think I'd stop being a fan. Like I'm a fan of Detroit, dude. I'm a fan of Michigan and Detroit teams, not because of where they're located, not because of the history. The history's been hell. I don't know, Braden. I don't think I could ever cheer for a team the way I cheer for the Lions ever again if they left Detroit. No, I don't think they will. They've been their stadium and what they do for the city has been a huge part of Detroit's rebuild, but so they're not going, Lions aren't going anywhere, but I understand the Bears wanting to get out of Soldier Field. Trust me, it's a dump. The parking's awful. The traffic's awful. There's one road to get there, two technically, one from either way. Yeah, Darth, it wasn't my choice. It hasn't ever been my choice, brother. My parents moved me when I was 6. Wife doesn't want to move there. But mostly I'm just embarrassed for the state of Illinois. The fact that the Bears were willing to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, billions over the course of 20 years, and stay in Illinois, and Illinois couldn't get their crap together, is insane to me, man. Although not shocking. I'm shocked that they're going to Indiana. I'm not shocked that Illinois was incompetent. Evan, it is not officially announced yet, but the latest reports from a lot of credible sources are saying that Illinois canceled their really important meeting today that was going to be about that, and Indiana is making their final offer and having meetings. And the Bears appear likely to announce that they're moving to Hammond, Indiana very soon. I think the Bears even said like they were totally fine. They said they were fine with Illinois not helping with the stadium, as long as they helped a little bit with taxes for like the roads and stuff, some of the infrastructure. And Illinois just, I mean, they've been sitting on their hands, bro, to be honest. This is a big moneymaker for the state. They had their normal week-long vacation a couple weeks ago. The entire government was off. That's one of those things where you say, hey, we're going to move that until to March. These both might be bots. So Mitch, from a business standpoint, it makes way more sense for the Bears to move to Indiana. They're gonna make a lot more money. They're not gonna have to pay. I don't think they have to pay property taxes in Indiana. Don't quote me on that, but there is some tax that they're not gonna have to pay if they go to Indiana. They'd have to pay here. They were willing to forego that insane benefit in order to stay here if Illinois would play ball a little bit, and Illinois is not playing ball. They'll still be the Chicago Bears, Hector. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm sure it'll be a better experience for Bears fans to go to Hammond, Indiana for a game at a nice new stadium than it would be for... Yeah, no tax because they're renting first, yeah. But still, like, the point. Oh my gosh, the memes, dude. I feel a little bit bad for Bear fans. The memes, bro. Every Packers game. You better believe it. I was just gonna say, Mitch, every game for the rest of time until they come back to Chicago someday, if they ever do, is going to be, I'm talking every beat writer for Detroit, Minnesota, especially Green Bay. They're all going, every tweet is going to say Indiana Bears. It was kind of, Goodfather. It was supposed to be a negotiating tactic. Aaron Rodgers just stopped this. That's funny. That's what I get for not sniping it forever. We're bunkering, huh? right, that was kind of a nice play, JP. Well done. Pure glory, Braden. Pure glory. Hooray! We did it! Ooh, I used to love this shotgun. I'm going to use it. Dude, Toxic, I was asking if you were in here when that's what we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes. I can't believe how incompetent the state of Illinois is being. I can believe it, but I also can't. A complete layup that they're missing. How far did that drive be from you? Oh, dude, good question. Let's check. Uh, 2 hours from me. Right now. Let me see with traffic how long it would take me to get to Soldier Field right now. Hold on. Hour and a half. So with traffic, so I am 27 miles from Soldier Field. It would take me an hour and a half right now. I'm 40 miles away, 45 miles away from Hammond, and it would take me 2 hours. But it'll be a much better drive. Don't get me wrong. It would be I'd rather drive 2 hours to Hammond than 1.5 to Soldier Field and have to deal with all the Chicago stuff. Oh, that is crazy, Goof. Toxic, I was saying that like if the Lions ever left Detroit and moved out of state, I wouldn't be a Lions fan anymore. Are you feeling similar or just mad? Again, it's not really the Bears' fault. Technically, they're making the choice, but Illinois is not playing ball. Good shots. Maybe I'm an idiot. But I don't think this is I'm surprised Pritzker's not making this happen as somebody who has presidential candidacy hopes. Like he's going to get flamed for this in those debates. You couldn't even keep one of the most historic teams in the NFL in your state. Surprised he's not doing it for that reason alone. I mean, listen, Vector, I don't think he'll ever win it, but he does have presidential hopes. He talks about wanting to be president. A little shuffle to a new state. that's because they're in your backyard, goof. That's lame. Been in Chicago since 1921. 1921. Jeez, bro. Oh, it's been an economically smart move the entire time, goof. Like I said, the Bears were okay losing lots of money to keep it in Illinois. It cannot be overstated, though, how detrimental this will be for Chicago and the economy in Chicago. What do we have here? A little Raiders cash. Rubino, it's true. Listen, there are a lot of Bear fans in Indiana. Chicago, guys, Chicago, like most cities that has a lot of crime, is pretty safe if you take the train to Union Station and stay on Michigan Avenue. There's safe spots that are pretty easy to navigate. I go there all the time. I take my kids there. I know where to go, where not to go. But the reality is there are awful spots that are technically in Chicago. Oh, man, heavy. I mean, it's not official yet, but it feels inevitable. I need a little bit of shield. Do these things give shield? No, they just give blue SMGs. Oh my gosh, Mitch, have you already seen that on Twitter, or are you going to tweet that? Because that's a genius tweet. Yeah, my hatred of Chicago, you know, as someone who's lived in the northwest suburbs for a long time and the northern suburbs for a long time, most of my life, my hatred of Chicago is not your typical what you see in the news stuff. And I know you're not saying that about me, Goof, but as someone who really, really loves the city and wants it to thrive and succeed, they don't make a lot of good choices, man. And I've brought this up for years, and I'll continue to bring it up because it's just a really good way of painting the problem with many states, I'm sure, but Illinois in particular. During COVID, Chicago public schools cut the lunches from the kids. So the poorest kids, who already have a hard time and can't bring their own lunch, don't get lunches at their public schools. Meanwhile, a school about 10 minutes from me was still serving sushi at lunch. What up, Gopher? Man, I'm like, so I just want to know what like diehard Bear fans are thinking. I don't have great stuff here. I like this shotgun. It's probably not good. This AR, I like it, but it's probably not good to have in the spot I'm in. This is a good spot. Oh, great. Lock on. Sir. Where'd this guy go that was one shot? He's got a lock on. I'm cooked in here if he finds me. It really isn't though, Rolf. They're willing to lose lots of money by staying here. Brother, please. Just, oh my gosh, man. Some shields, this is now the 4th game in a row that the lock-on AR has been ruining the entire game. Now, in fairness, I should have killed that guy earlier when I had him won. It's not sweats, Jack. It's not sweats. It's lock-on ARs. And they literally boosted them. You're getting them more often after the update today. And I'm not going to use it. I'm sure they are Heart of Gold. Yeah, Back to the Future car is back in this update. They just made it more available. Thank you, Brainiac. Yeah, no, it's just not fun, man. It's just not a fun way to play the game for me. I said it earlier about the lock. I used to love the lock-on pistol. Back then, right? Similar to now, I was in a lot of lobbies with a lot of sweats. And the lock-on pistol was my way of countering that. I never ran into someone who was using the lock-on pistol, almost ever. Like, most people just didn't use it. The lock-on AR, everyone's using it. It's still the principle, Goof. It's the principle. One of, if not, you could argue that they are the most historic team in football. So taking a team that's been in, the same spot since 1921 to a different state, it's the principle. It's absolutely, smart financial move, stupid move by Illinois. Oh, thank you, Amwills. Thank you, good sir. It isn't, by the way, guys, like for those who are defending Chicago, again, as someone who loves the city and wants to see it do well, it is not in a great place. Even in the safe areas, it's not in a great place, man. The restaurants are not that crowded. Tourism is down. I mean, it needs to be a better city. You can love the city and say it should be better. I go downtown all the time. I go downtown alone with my boys all the time. You can get around safely, absolutely. But it is a dying city. It is absolutely a dying city. And if you love the city and you want it to not be a dying city, then, you know, let's work to try to make that happen. And it's not just this. It really is not as simple as, oh, it's run by the left. It's not. It's not that simple. I don't personally think it's helping, but it's not that simple. I mean, Z-Man, I used to go to downtown once a month for an entire year. I would talk to tons of local restaurant and bar owners. They hate it. They grew up there, they lived there, they've made their money there, they made their living there, and they're very disappointed in what the city has become. Many of them. Now, maybe you have a bunch of restaurant owner friends that are downtown that tell you different. Happy to hear about it. But of the 3 places that my buddies now would frequent before and after our events in downtown Chicago, in the heart of the city, there's not a lot of happy restaurant owners. There's not a lot of happy bar owners. My favorite cheese is pepper jack. Pepper jack's very good. We don't even have to. I wasn't even trying to have a political conversation here, guys. We can be kind to each other and disagree. I'm sure that's part of it. I'm sure there's a ton of reasons, good father. There's a ton of reasons. And that's why Chicago, like a lot of major cities, it needs to be rethought how we run these major cities. Part of the reason the Bears are totally fine leaving downtown, whether it was going to be Arlington Heights or Indiana in general, is that a lot of the people who live in Chicago are transplants. They moved there for work. Most of the people driving to the games were driving from where I'm at or from farther north. And so the Bears are kind of like, all right, well, people will probably drive an extra 30 minutes and not mind the lack of traffic and better parking. Peter Bass, thank you for the 48 months. Old dude's still winning games. Let's have a day, brother. Let's go, dude. We have not won a game yet today. We won a couple the other day, though, and the day before. We're getting lock on AR like crazy, Bearded. Yeah, but most are in the state, Z. Oh, come on. Not today. Not after a week of no issues. There goes the internet. How bad is it? Last time it went down, it didn't shut all the way down. I'll text him. I'll text him. It's good. JK. Let's do a speed test and see if the upload is below 5. Hold. It's at 35. It's not cut all the way down yet. All right, 25. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds. Last time it went down, it did hold. Good snipe. He had height. I don't understand it. I don't understand the gameplay there. Well, he likes to reset, that guy does. Guys, it's very easy to just ignore each other if you don't want to fight. Very easy. We're allowed to disagree, ladies and gentlemen. All right, download was 700. Now it's 6. So this is probably the worst it's going to get, I think. And we're at 12. 10 upload. What do you guys think? Is it... We're holding? What is ZERP? What is that? Oh, I typed it. Oh. Come on, if it stays at 9 or 10, we stay live. We fight through this. Oh.
Another one.
Hold. Danielle, thank you for the 3 months. Cheers. Thanks for the sub while the internet's doing its thing. It might be back in just a second here. In Tom's defense, it's colder than yesterday. It is. Ooh, guys. My buddy Robbie with a great point. Hammond has a casino. Maybe we do go to some Bears games. We could be back. We could be back. Oh, it's up to 16. We can see in here a good amount, then it freezes. Emmels, that's toxic.